What it do, baby? It's MoonKid Max back with another episode of MoonKid Max's reviews and reactions. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
And it was on the 7th day of the 4th month of 2024 when Jermaine Cole committed self-suicide for his career. He's now known as a bitch nigga by the boogeyman. There's no returning from this. His legacy is forever stained.
Alright, y'all, so today. Alright, y'all, so today, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar after dissing him back. It's a sad day in hip-hop history. This is a sad moment in J. Cole's legacy. I'm really disappointed, and the human being in me understands where he's coming from, but the rapper in me is come on, bruh. Yeah, we gonna get into that and all my feelings and about how I think that Cole would have been better off just even though he was wrong about some things, coming at Kendrick's discography, he should have just doubled down and stood on business instead of backtracking and then tucking his tail. Yeah, let's get into it. First, I just want to talk about how I'm so glad I hesitated on making an album review for Might Delete Later, because I was bumping that album all weekend, bro. I really like that album, Might Delete Later. It was bangers on bangers, whole spitting it high level, top tier. Then you get to the last track, and I thought the Kendrick track 7 Minute Drill was good. I thought it was divisive online. Half people like to have it. And besides everybody focusing on Kendrick's discography, if you look at he had a bunch of other dope bars, yo, that I think are being overlooked because all people are he's lying, he's a liar about Kendrick's discography. But my personal favorite line was the New Jack City G Money line. Nino Brown is pointing the gun at G Money. And he don't want to do it though, so he reluctant about it. And that's what Cole said. I was yo, that was a bar, yo. And that really just kind of sets the tone for how he felt about the whole record in general, was Nino Brown pointing the gun at G Money. Kendrick Lamar, K-Dot, when he got on that, he said that joint with his whole chest. Every lyric, every bar, my nigga, he said it with his chest, bro. And then Cole, he came on the track, he sounded like this. He was really reluctant about his flow and his delivery. The bars were dope, but his delivery was real reluctant. He didn't want to do it. In the span of 3 days, I went from having the most respect that I ever had for Cole to losing all my respect for him in the moment that he apologized. I'm gonna get more into that later, but first I want to read this little comment I had wrote on Instagram that I think is relevant to the video, so let's read this. So the person on Instagram said, everyone act like Cole protecting his peace makes him soft, then I know y'all lives miserable. And it's yeah, me, I'm yeah, the mature side of me wholeheartedly agrees with this. But the thing that really grinds my gears is he been talking he being the best, Muhammad Ali, talking hella shit if anybody went to smoke, he finna vaporize him. So if he wasn't doing all that yapping, then I wouldn't feel away. But I don't even want to listen to the music no more because it feels fraudulent, nigga. I ain't say nigga, but I wouldn't say nigga. So yeah, for ever since the off-season drop for the past 3 years, all his features, which I've previously said on this channel, all his features that I said he killed, he's just talking about how he's the top tier, he's in his prime, he's the #1 guy. If anybody want to come for his spot, he gonna be ready. All that smack, yo. So then when someone does, I don't care if that's your boy or not. Kendrick wasn't respectful, so why are you being respectful? That's how I feel. Yo, why? Unless he got, that's the theory is Kendrick might have some dirt on Cole or whatever. But I don't know if Kendrick would really go that low to like really take it there. You know what I mean? So yeah, J. Cole, I love the man. He's forever going to be a great artist. But like when it comes to the conversation of competition and like being in the conversation for like best rappers in like his generation, it's definitely gotta like we gotta knock him down some pegs. Like the only way that I see J. Cole recovering from this situation is if K-Dot ends up dissing him anyway. K-Dot's like, fuck your apology. He disses him anyway. And then at that point, J. Cole just unloads the clip and like goes crazy on bruh. That's the only way that he would get his respect back. I can't see him getting his respect back any other way, because this has never happened in hip hop before, where someone disses someone and then they take it back and apologize. And like, this is uncharted territory. So that's the only way he could. Or if he drops the Fall Off and it has like multiple hits, not even just one hit. I mean, that joint gotta have hit after hit after hit. I gotta have at least like 3 or 4 hits. Gotta have some like weekend features or something, nigga. Like that album gotta go. It can't just be a good album that does like good numbers, but it don't got no hits on it. It has to, if he wants to like people to forget about all this, he has to have hits on hits on hits. So either K-Dot gotta diss him and then he gotta come back harder. I don't even think K-Dot is going, like, he's probably just done with it. Like, it's whatever. But if K-Dot disses him and then Cole unloads the clip, that's how he gonna get his respect back. Otherwise, he gotta drop mad hits on the Fall Off, and we gonna. J. Cole never been the type to have multiple hits on an album, so like it's not looking good for bruh as far as that conversation. He's always going to be in the conversation as far as the greatest artist on an artistic level from his like class, you know what I mean? But just when we talk big three and like all that, then that's just out the window. Me personally, I think he would have been better off just not saying anything at all. And he should have just dropped the album, and he should have played coy about it. And this is actually, no, I think he should have dissed him back. He did what he was supposed to do. But if he was going to diss him and then take it back, then in the end, it would have been better off to just not have said nothing at all. Like I said, I would respect him more if he would have dropped the diss, and even though he didn't believe that like the discography was trash or whatever, or like coming at his discography, which when he said to pimp a butterfly was boring, that's not calling it trash. He called it boring. And I know a lot of people are saying that album is like a critically acclaimed album and it's like so great and like all that. But there are, not me personally, because I like to pimp a butterfly, but I'm into social political like commentary in my hip hop. But a lot of people will find To Pimp a Butterfly, or they did find To Pimp a Butterfly boring. So like when Cole said that, if I was him, I would have just stood on it, bro. Because there was like half the people were like, you know what, that album was boring. You know, like the people who listen to like the Lil Yachty's and Yeats of the world. I can't even listen to the album no more, for real. Like for example, the song Sticks and Stones on My Delete Later. That is an amazing song. Like bro was rapping. But one of the lines is niggas don't want no smoke with me, I'm one of them ones. And I'm like, listen to it like, shut up, nigga. Niggas won't want no smoke with me, I'm one of the ones. Like, nigga want to smoke with you and you tucked your tail and bowed down to King Kendrick. So I don't even want to hear lyrics like that because it feels fraudulent. Like, me as a fan, I just feel like I've been bamboozled because he been on these tough raps the past few years, and if he wasn't on all this tough stuff, then I would just be like, yo, that's not even like Cole Steez or whatever. Why we like even like having this conversation? Like, leave that between Kendrick and Drake, because Drake has been in plenty of battles. But Cole, that's just not his season. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. But nah, this brother, the one who been swinging his dick or hanging his ball sack around everywhere, talking tough, and then when it comes time to like retaliate on the smoke, he don't do nothing. So that's just like what has me like disappointed, and like kind of like just saying like I can't respect that notion of the apology for that reason. So in that moment, that's him telling us who he is and him being the real type of introspective guy that he is. But the niggas don't want no smoke with me, I'm one of the ones. That's just him talking shit and not being able to back it up. And at the end of the day, that's what diss songs are about. Just talking shit and trying to one up the other nigga. Is that not what it's about? Talking shit and trying to one up the other nigga. That's all he had to do. It was rap competition. It wasn't gonna go into the streets. These aren't like, I think K-Dot really might be like that. But you know, these niggas ain't really about to be in the streets like causing wars. So yeah, that was just some of my thoughts on this whole J. Cole, Kendrick, Drake situation. Drake gotta come in and do something. Like, he been quiet for far too long now. Like, we waiting on you, Drake. Come on, bruh. What's good? You kind of Cole bowed out. I can't believe it. I literally can't believe it. I was shocked. But yeah, moral of the story is, I wish Cole would have just doubled down and stood on his business, but he had to do what felt right for his spirit. I wonder, with the way the internet is on storm, I wonder how he's feeling now. Like, oh man, I know he probably not feeling good about this. Like, so yeah, last thing I'm gonna say is, be careful with your words. He's calling his next project The Fall Off, and I always thought, like, why is he calling it The Fall Off? And I was thinking, like, I'm gonna just let him rock and do what he do, and there's hopefully a conceptual reason and meaning to the fall off. But right about now, sounding like he manifesting through his words. Your power is in the tongue, and he's been talking about falling off so much, the fall off. So like, and now a lot of people are saying that this is his fall off. Like, this is like something that's just so irreprehensible you can't come back from. So I already said the two things that could happen where people would forget, but otherwise this is going to be a stain on his legacy forever, in my opinion. Not to say he can't recover or something can happen, but right now it's not looking too hot. That was a big foul play, basically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, thank you for tuning in. That was MoonKidMax's reviews and reactions. Peace and much love, MoonKid. Ow.
It's a lot of crime where I'm from. Try me and get touched. Be in LA, the hood but VA in my blood. It's the Moon Wolf, nigga, come with booze and butt. Protecting the city, Los Angeles is my Gotham.